Hi and welcome to another episode of YouTube Malpire. Yes, happy April Fool's Day.
Happy April Fools!
What?
Owen, your phone fell asleep.
Uh,
Major luck. April Fools.
huh. Wait, this is the right YouTube?
Alright, guys. This is a random. I'm sorry. Okay.
This is episode 76, bonus episode, part 12 for Drew Gooden.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey guys, I'm internet personality and web personality Gabriel Gundecker. That's right, and my name is Drew, and So you love Google.com, but you hate typing it in. It's such a chore. You could spend hours hammering away at that keyboard just trying to get your internet started. I don't have time for that. Now, what if there is a website that could get you to Google.com with just one click? With just one click? So you're telling me there could be a website that could get me to Google.com, the homepage of the internet, in just one click? I'm telling you, there will be that website with the help of our Kickstarter funders. Okay, well, what would this website even be called? How about pre-Google? Pre-Google.com. Pre-Google. The second fastest way to get to Google.com. The second
Fastest way.
feature is that it's always on by default, and nobody I've ever met
Technology
likes it.
isn't
It's also
fun.
named something different by every manufacturer, which makes searching the menus for it a little adventure every time. Now, I know I'm not even close to being the first person to complain about this feature. It seems like everybody hates it. But that's also why it's so confusing to me. If so many people hate this, why, after over a decade, are TV manufacturers still forcing this down everyone's throats? How do they benefit from making their product look worse? I remember ecstatically buying this Samsung in 2019 and almost returning it because the default settings made it look so bad I thought it was defective. I just kind of sat there in denial about it for almost a... They can. How do you think they got the name? Wow, I love living in the future. To me, this is the ultimate example of what the AI craze is doing to tech companies, because for the most part, it's not really doing anything differently than it used to. For a long time now, they've had searches that result in one highlighted answer. This is kind of the same thing, but just rebranded as AI, because that makes it sound smarter than it actually is. But it's not like it's carefully compiling all the most reputable results and running it through their fact-checking algorithm. It's still just aggregating it from one place. And because Google recently spent a bunch of money to buy all of Reddit's data, usually that place is just a random Reddit post from like 10 years.
Awesome. Watch innings of 10 terrible Christmas movies. Wink.
Why did they choose that frame? So at this point, I was just determined to watch as many Christmas movie endings as I could over the past couple weeks, and that's exactly what I did. Up next, we've got Holiday Road Trip, starring none other than Christy North. Now, when I saw that she was in this, I assumed she must act in a bunch of Christmas movies, right? Because that's just what some actors do. They find their niche and then only do that forever. But as far as I can tell, this is the only other Christmas movie that this actress has ever been in, which makes...
Interesting.
You think they got all the money to shell out to these celebrities? Could it be that maybe Prize Picks isn't the secret gateway to riches beyond my wildest imaginations, and maybe they're just trying to get my debit card number so they can take all my disposable income? Whether or not you think sports betting should be illegal, and I'm not even necessarily saying it should be, the fact that they're allowed to advertise it like this is fucking insane. Imagine a cigarette commercial that was like, "Oh my god, this tastes so good. This is the best I've ever felt in my life." Typically, the only tobacco ads you see are like anti-vaping PSAs. And I hope there's a future where advertising for betting apps is regulated in a similar way. You can.
That'd be nice.
It's cool, cats like it. Can't say they play with it, but they follow it around wondering what it is. Honey, I got you that giant basketball hoop for your birthday, and you haven't touched it once. Yeah, I haven't touched it or played with it, but I've looked at it. What the hell is this thing? When I saw this pop up on Instagram, I was like, this is the greatest invention that's ever been made. I will pay infinite money for this. But nowhere in the comments was a link to buy it, which was confusing because I could see the box for it in the video. This is a product that someone purchased, but all the comments are just about how to make one yourself from scratch. I'm not gonna construct a pool table. Who do you think I am? Yeah, I have a large...
Me either. I'm not constructing a pool table.
Some time to do what you like, but do it while kids are up. One watches kids, then the other. It's a very specific rule. Me and my husband, we have 4 kids. That was in the 80s. All our time was about them. Now that they are growing and have their own family, me and him have some our time. We love being in around each other, but like he wishing TV and working. I like being at home alone, and when we at home, we talk about everything, and then like I said, he in one room and I am in another. We be married for 40 years, get along just fine. I think she's on my side here. I'm not 100% sure, though. If you love somebody, you'll expect to have its company as much as they can. It seems like there are 2 kinds of negative responses to this. There's the people who misinterpret it to mean that they don't want to spend any time together, even though that's not at all what they're saying. Facebook Watch exclusive. It's kind of redundant for Snapchat to even add in these hook shows because they've already been ripping off their format with their own series called Phony Texts, which is a funny pun because it's like saying you sent a computery email. But these texts are phony because they're not real. They all tell different stories about a variety of topics. Sometimes it's Prince Charming being a douchebag, or someone's parents forgetting to tell them that they moved like 6 months ago and sold all their stuff. But this next story is one that I truly think is Oscar worthy, if one of the Oscar categories was text-based Snapchat film. It's called Seeking, and there are so many insane twists in here. I'm watching it like, M. Night Shyamalan. Who? He's a movie director? What? Yeah.
Alright. I can see someone watching this guy. He's kind of funny. I didn't know about Drew Gooden before this, though. Alright, what was your favorite video out of this buffet of videos?
What's buffet?
You know, like we went to Haas's, which is not a sponsor of our channel, and we had the salad bar, which is kind of like a buffet. You can go in and get as much vegetables and chopped meat and egg as you want. Oh, and their garlic bread's good. Oh, and you can also get soft serve ice cream with sprinkles. Fair warning, though, there is peanuts, and there could be some cross contamination, so be careful what you eat at Haas's. Anyway, on. Where is what?
What's correcting? What's correcting?
Correcting?
Yeah.
Where did you...
What's horses?
Oh, the horses from today. Yeah, Owen went to a horse farm and did like a teen... it's not a challenge, but they had they brushed horses. They talked about the horses.
Next week.
Next week, Owen's going to a maple syrup farm where they're gonna explain how maple syrup is made.
Following week.
And then a week after that is the spring fling.
I mean the dance.
The dance, yeah, spring dance.
To say Texas. Whoa!
All right, so I think my favorite
Favorite
is what?
Texas is fun and more. Because
Technology isn't fun anymore. Okay,
I was Samsung.
you like Samsung. Okay, I think my favorite was TikTok hates your relationship. I thought that was kind of funny.
Was funny.
Funny, you know, ha ha ha. It's
Stop laughing.
I did. I stopped laughing. All right. What was
What's Coco you changing?
Hmm?
What's Coco you changing?
Go, you changing.
I mean Coco.
Coco.
You changing.
I don't know. What is that? There used to be a gorilla named Coco that could use sign language to communicate, but I think Coco died a few years back.
That's Channel 10.
Channel 10, baby. So when we get back to I Clicked On series, we'll go back to Channel 10.
Okay. How about tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't know about tomorrow. You're the one who really produces this show, so I have no idea.
What's I clicked?
That's what we called it. The I Clicked series.
Not.
Not the one we're on currently now, which is the bonus episode series. Alright, my least favorite was...
My least favorite is Owen, but gonna be Ibai.
Which one?
Please Google.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't think the pre-Google one was that funny. Okay. I think my next one that I dislike is I watched the endings of Christmas movies. I was just kind of like, this is boring. But all right, hey, let's recap. So first we had pre-Google.
It's a way to get to
Featuring
Google.com.
Gabriel
Known to man.
Gunn-Dapper.
I like the sound of that.
I think they both thought this was like a great idea, really funny.
That's right. I
But
like that. All you have
it's
to do is type in
not that funny.
freegoogle.com into your search bar. Just type it into the URL opening and it'll say
And we have technology isn't fun anymore.
this can't
This
be
is
right.
Owen's
There has to
favorite.
be a setting.
Because he likes Samsung.
A simple button that just says, take me to Google. Realize their TV is active. In my head, there's only one easier
Then
way
we
to
have
get there.
AIs running the internet.
This one about how you should put glue on your pizza to get cheese to stick to it was from a
Where he talks about how it's not running the internet. And I watched the endings of 10 terrible
pretty
Christmas
special.
movies.
So it seems like she's
Which was
found
my least
herself
favorite.
in a bit of a love triangle.
Welcome to every Christmas movie ever. But yeah, I didn't know that. That was my least favorite. And we
Still
have
bet on
the
sports.
online
You
gambling
can still smoke
epidemic.
cigarettes if you want to. It's not illegal, but you're not.
Probably my second favorite, and I agree with them. Betting on sports is a bad idea. Try the weirdest cat
In my
toys on the
garage, but
internet.
it's purely decorative. So I thought I would shut up.
Third favorite. Who doesn't love cats? Who doesn't love watching cats on the internet? When we have TikTok age
I just want like an hour of their
my
day,
favorite
some
is-
of the time, relax. But then
I think it's funny.
Not.
Not dumb.
yeah, he
The
made
last
like
one is not
The
that so
Happening,
dumb.
6
Because this is Owen's second most favorite because he's talking to himself.
Thanks for watching 64 episode 1277.
I. But
On 1277. Tomorrow.
oof. Yeah. We will have. Dun, 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 dun. It's me. Gotcha. Black Wolf Guy. Me. Gotcha. Wait.
No, I mean, wait. That's the That's the I voice.
And me. Gotcha. White smiley guy. Oh, I can hardly wait to do the episode. All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.